Right off the bat, RNG have gotten a couple of kills onto Reject. It's only one kill, but it's still a good start for RNG.
Yeah, they already got one kill, right? Oh my god, this is very aggressive. Even it's
What?
just the start. Divine. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's still on
Yes,
the parachute?
yes,
What
he was
the
still on the parachute.
Oh wow. What a catch from 77H6. Oh my god, it's like password. The name is like password.
That's
Okay.
That's so cool. Okay. What a start. Okay, so the phase on circle, Jessica, that was more on towards the southeastern side of the map. It was kind of complementary to the playing path, but what's your thoughts on how these teams should be kind of rotating and even the timing of their rotations as well?
Yeah, they know the time. They know when they need to go and rush. However, we're going to see like I think for today it's going to be more peace, just like the name Game for Peace. But I don't know because it's just the first circle. Meanwhile, Valdez will going to do the looting in the San Martin. Still on San Martin, they will not move anywhere. And what I love from this streaming, from this Peace Elite in Asia Invitational, they got the mic check.
They got the what?
The mic check, the screen you saw before when the 4 player screen on the left
Oh
side.
yes.
Uh, the mic check. Indonesian people said it is like the mic check because we can hear what they
Oh,
say on the in game. So we said it mic check, mic check.
I think it's mic check. I think that's kind of a
Oh yeah, mic check. Yeah, correct.
Sorry, people just asking me to turn the volume up in game a little bit. I've turned it up, guys. Thank you for letting me know. But this game is starting off. Reject. They dropped in Sementara. It's where they like to drop. To be fair, Reject have known to drop there for quite a while, and even though they're an evolved roster since we last saw them in the PMWL, no doubt that they'll be able to do something from this area. They have a really solid entry point into the circle as well, to be fair, from Sementara, because it is on the southern part where less teams tend to maybe land super close to each other, and they can use that high ground to kind of move into the circle without any real issue.
Yeah, and for the Power 88, oh, they do the split. I think 2 more players. I don't know, and I haven't saw it. But today gameplay, I think it's like more calm, more peace, rather than yesterday.
And I think that makes sense because there's a level of stability in the teams kind of knowing really more about each other in the competitive games, right? And we even saw that coming into the last game yesterday, where we had 15 teams up by after like 10-15 minutes compared to the other games yesterday. So it's I think it makes sense that we are seeing a much calmer game one of this day too, and that makes me more excited coming into the mid stages of the game, where we'll see teams obviously collide closer together, phase 2, phase 3 onwards.
Yeah, and it is a very fast rotation for BTR. Also already do the rotation. I think they from Pecado, right? For BTR, it's just like 5 minutes loot, and they already do the rotation. Meanwhile, other team I haven't saw it, but I already heard some tapping or the firing from another side. This is the Huya team. They drop in the Impala. This is Impala or Puerto?
It's Impala. They dropped in Impala.
Right?
Yeah. I found it kind of a little bit more difficult to remember the names of the compounds when they're in Chinese and they're not in English. It's like you know them, but it's like you don't see them in English, so it's just a tiny bit harder. Like, wait, is that Impala? Is that Puerto Rico?
Yeah, correct.
But indeed, they've landed them in Impala, so that should be pretty good for them to see. But as teams are starting to rotate in. We do still have DRS in the blue zone. The way the blue zone in Game for Peace, it does work a little bit differently. So it tends not to be too stressful, especially in the early parts of the game for these teams. Utilizing the blue on their rotation into the circle when they're staying safe. Multiple vehicles from these teams in Miramar is always going to be perfect because the vehicles can get stuck, right, Jessica? And if you have 3 or 4 vehicles, one gets stuck or one gets caught out, maybe nearly blown up, you can move to another vehicle.
Yeah, we really need the vehicle for Miramar as well. I think 1 for 1. If you got only 2, I think it's going to be very challenging as well for your team. Because basically Miramar is a very open field as well, no grasses and very little obstacles. That's why you really need the vehicles to make some forting at the end of the circle later.
Yes, for sure. And we do see BTR going to be put under pressure from Huya to begin with. Yamao, who was very impressive in yesterday's game, very impressive, has an M24 and an M4 on the board, and shots are being fired up in return by BTR. I like that by BTR, right? You know, it's not that it's unexpected, but when you get shot at, shoot back in return, right? Because you're sending that message to your opponents of, hey, you want to try and shoot at us? We will fire back.
Yeah, correct. They don't just quietly silent inside the compound. They shoot it back. They do the counter shot to make sure that Huya will not rush into their compound. That's why Huya straightly just turning back and doesn't directly strike to BTR's compound.
Next circle obviously has shifted down quite heavily on the southwest. So Los Leones is really a massive part of this phase 2. And that makes it a lot trickier for these teams, to be fair, Jessica.
Yeah. I think this is a very early rotation that all the teams did. Look at Weibo. They're really objective. They don't care about Huya at the backside. They just straightly, directly going inside the circle. I think for Weibo, they playing more objective, like not like RNG. RNG is like more they choosing more killings rather than the positioning. If you realize it.
Yeah, I've observed that myself, and you know, they'll still obviously play a little bit for position, but I do agree that the objective focus from Weibo, especially in the early game, has proved to be extremely strong. Geek Fam though, the Indonesian side, Aldino gets a couple of shots off, does knock out one of the wheels off the buggy of Lapis. That's going to slow him down even more. He does cover behind the rocks. That's good by Reject. Together they are as a trio, so it's good kind of cover fire that Reject should be able to pull off on the Geek Fam, who are currently on a 2-2 split. Good 2-2 split by Geek Fam as well. Very healthy either side of the road.
Yeah, they directly push away the Reject Scarlet, and Reject Scarlet doesn't have the courage to fight with the Geek Fam. It's quite, it's quite different from yesterday, where everyone will going to have a fight in the early circle. Oh, look at this skin! Oh my god, I really like it.
That's the one thing. That's one thing I'm like super jealous of it in the global version, is that, like, you know, we don't have super cool buggy skins and car skins like they do in Game for Peace. Oh man, I wish we had those.
Yeah, the skin for the cars also, I really like it. All the skins are like really modern skins. And look at Zeus. They're also quite aggressive. I think Zeus, they already collect 48 points. This is a very good start for Zeus. Like yesterday, they can eliminate 1 or 2 teams in the very early game. And for today, we don't know. We're going to see it later. This is very different from yesterday. Yesterday's game on Miramar, on the first circle, on the second circle, there are already like 1 or 2 teams eliminated.
Yeah, this is so quite moving into phase 3, that shift. Okay, it's another southwestern shift, so it does put even more pressure on the teams who are up and towards the north and the northeast, specifically Team Seeker on the north, but the shots are being fired up. K2 is knocked down from Geek Fam, as Huya are going to be engaging upon them. No, actually, K2 is indeed gonna look to stay alive is more than towards the sidelines on the 74. Gonna try and change up, cook up that grenade. Great play by Katu. I thought Katu was knocked down, but he's just low in health. However, 74 is gonna get that knock with a grenade onto Mort. Stop him down, but Aldino's gonna join up in time. Will that be the play? Aldino's gonna look for the shots. Hugo's gonna be one hard man to take down, but he does find it. Great confidence by Geek Fam. Great timing, solid synergy. Now it's important that Geek Fam do get the revive at the right time. 74 is kind of on his own, so he's going to try and move away. This is so good from Geek Fam. They're already on 2 kills. They're looking to take out Huya currently 3rd in the standings. Much better start for the Indonesian side coming in this game 1 of day 2. They're looking to send 74 back outside the circle, maybe into the lobby, but he's going to get away with it for the time being. That's good.
Wow, what a clutch. What a game. It is very good how Geek can push away the Huya team. Remaining one last man standing, he will just run away to get more placement, I think, for Huya, because they already collect 60 points. They don't want to lose any chance for this game, for this day as well. So I think it's a wise choice for 74 to run away to save their placement points.
Yeah, play for survival.
Yeah, cool. I really agree with that. But for this game, I think for the survival and the kill must be very balanced, because the chicken dinner only got 12 points, right? Meanwhile, for the kill itself, for the first until second circle, we can get double points.
Yep. Yeah, you can. You get 2 points per kill for the first 2 circles. So you pick up a squad wipe. That's 8 points. You know, at the start of the game, that's basically 4 points away from a chicken dinner. So indeed, sometimes balancing those kills and placements is a little bit more important. But playing on the edge of Los Leones, you have Eagle Esports and Valdez, the murder. Of course, the knock came through on the Valdez. But he was revived up. A little bit of a spread. Valdez holds on to currently as BTR gonna have Warriors coming very close by. RYZEN chucks out a Molotov. Looks to now reposition, but he's under a little bit of pressure. Back behind the building he's gonna go. ZUXXY gonna hold onto the high ground. LUXXY across the road is absolutely fantastic. And that next circle is a ping pong shift up the northeast with Los Leones massively in play.
Okay, for the circle like this, I think it's going to be a long fight, but not really, because this is the FPP mode, right? Because usually in TPP mode, when the circle bouncing to Los Leones, it's going to be a very long fight. But for FPP, I think they need to open their body as well to get some fight. But look at BTR setup. They know in front of them they got enemy, one team. But just be careful with Weebu. Weebu can be there, another third party as well.
And that's the thing, like, we're getting at the point in the game, phase 4, still 14 teams, 53 players alive. It's like that dam is going to be broken, right? And all the water is just going to flow out, and the water being third party, being kills, being bodies hitting the floor. So if you're going to go for an engagement, you kind of really have to pull it off. Now, Geek Fam, they're actually going to be the ones at third party. They get a knockdown onto Warriors.
Yeah, somehow Geek Fam got the chance to become the third party. One grenade already connect. Juni got knocked, and what's spray? Tom's literally broke the car, but oh my god, there's a counter shoot from Forest, I think, or Fabian from Sung.
It was Forrest from the high ground that was able to take a couple of shots off onto the members of Geek Fam just to slow them down a little bit. To be fair, Geek Fam are not in the circle just yet. Forrest has to make sure that he does not get knocked down, because he is currently the anchor point for the rest of his team inside the circle on that higher elevated position. If he goes down, that makes it a lot harder for the rest of the team to enter this circle. Weibo, though, from behind, or even looking to kind of third party this one. And all the while, BTR in between are not making too much noise. They're maybe waiting for the opportunity to pounce, to strike, to kind of third party to third partiers.
Okay, because it's very compiled in here. Lots of teams. There are also, oh my god, there's also Reject will join the fight as well from behind, doing the backstab. Aldino got shot, but fortunately they still can run away. But look at the grenades. Oh my god, it's going to be a very long fight over here. Lapi's got the spray on one person. Oh my god, this is very chaotic.
It's chaotic, but I love that from Reject. Very confident playing together. And that's the thing, they're playing together as a trio. There's nobody on their own. It was all as a unit, and they're going to take that kill, and they're going to back off as well. It's like, yep, we've got what we wanted. Let's move away. Geek fam, you stay where you are. Good opportunity from Reject.
Yeah, they literally like a ninja, just kidnapping one person and then run away. And then look at Weibo. They already having this compound. They already move away from the open field, from the open fields, from the higher ground. They move into the area, but BTR already moved away also.
Yeah, a little bit of a domino effect. I don't know if BTR maybe playing a little bit scared. I don't know if I would call that scared or if that's just clever, safe play coming out from then. The next circle has popped up, and it is going to go in the direction of where BTR currently is. That is actually fair play. Solid preparation from BTR to move away at the right time, away from Weibo into the next circle. But it is centralized quite nicely with Dingoes in play. Geek fam onto Warriors, and RNG onto DRS gets another knockdown. Even though Self is knocked down, it doesn't stop RNG for looking for the shots onto the South Asian team of DRS.
Yeah, correct. RNGs play very aggressive. They know they need to kill as well. But here, the fight is not over yet. Still on Reject with Geek Fam. But there's only 2 players active from Geek. Meanwhile, also Weibo. We're going to have another shots on another team who do the rotation. Wow, the Korean team is being eliminated by Geek Fam.
Yeah, Geek Fam, despite losing a player, it's not stopping them from taking a couple of shots off, and they're even going to get a little bit of sweet revenge on the rejected knockdown onto Sarah. However, Katu and Thomas together on half health together, they're going to take on the current leaders of the pack, Weibo Gaming. Ming in the PEL, he's known as Min Skur. Let's see if he can scur his way through the shots and through the members of Geek Fam, even finding another kill on the reject in the backline. That's gonna leave Mort on his own, and Katu, he bit off more than he could chew, and Mort, he's gonna have to try and prone down. This becomes very risky for Geek Fam and incredibly hard for them to get out of, down on the underside of the truck that is yet to blow up. It is smoking. You have reject, you have Weibo. Luckily, Reject
oh my god,
aren't really pushing this because they know Weibo is there to kind of take all of these players down.
Yeah, Weibo, once again, the Chinese team become the third party, and I think they will success again on this third party. Look at RC Duelo. Last man standing with a very low HP, and that's it. Another third party from the Chinese team.
Like, wow. It's just, wow. They move across, they sweep through, job done. I don't know what's up with the feed. My apologies. There seems to be a little bit of him. Okay, I don't know what the hell is up with the feed. I apologize if you are sensitive to flashing graphics. My apologies about that, but it has gone away. Yeah, great play by Weibo. They're already on 7 kills, but inside the compounds of Los Leones, Matoy from Team Secret peaks. Godless gets a shot, headshot as well. And Matoy, be careful where you're peeking, my friend.
Yes, that's a very fast counter from Zeus. But for today game, I think still the Weibo team, only Weibo who already got 7 kills. Meanwhile, the other teams not really aggressive. It's just like 4-2-0 even.
Yeah, not really too aggressive. A lot of teams with 0 kills so far. There's still 40 players left in the lobby. The good thing is that because of these circle shifts around the Los Leones areas, that there's a lot of full squads left, right? The majority of the teams Actually, all of the teams have a full squad up except for RNG and DRS. And even in saying that, DRS still have 3 players up. So we are going to see some pretty hefty full squad fights going on as the next circle does kind of center up quite nicely. But it's outside of Los Leones. So it's going to put a lot of pressure on the Dingoes, Team Seeker, even kind of Zeus, even though they are on the edge of the circle.
Yes, correct. It's very compiled on the Los Leones compounds, and Zeus also just trying to do some predict shot, I think, towards their neighbors. And all of the teams are doing some regroups, not much doing splits. I think BTR still 4. Where are
Yep,
they?
BTR still up as a full squad. They're kind of on the eastern side of the map, but they're outside the circle as Valdez and Team Seeker are going to clash up. Concept is knocked down. Jumper is knocked down, but Jumper gets confirmed up. That's good for Valdez. The murder. Another player there is knocked down as Team Seeker keep 3 players alive. It is good to see U-High in today's games, but they've got to be aware that there's a potential pinch from Zeus. They know that Zeus is there, so their ability to kind of move, their ability to really be counter-aggressive on the Valdez is really heavily compromised.
Oh, yes, correct. Because look at here now, the RS also going to rush on RNG's house. RNG, last man standing, XZ1 already put the grenades out, but he needs to do another setups. I think it's going to be a trap over here, throwing the grenades out, but not connected. Still another trial on the grenades, but he going to, wow, throwing from the second floor? Okay,
Yeah.
it's like
Yep.
200 IQ gameplay, I think so. Look at that!
Oh.
Spraying from the second floor! Oh my god, this is very, very dangerous for this last man standing from RNG. XZ1 is trying to defend himself inside the compound, running away with the 3-man squad is pushing in now. XZ1 still trying to defend it alone.
All he can do is just try and slow them down, move them around, and hope that the DRS and somebody gets third party. But XE1 finds Mr. Burrow. How about Mr. Goodnight Sweet Prince? As XE1 looks to keep his game alive, he confirms it. And although I like the fact that it was a good trio push from DRS, it feels like they got to a point of being aggressive and they slowed down, and that allowed them to get countered in some way, shape, or form. For the time being, a low ball nade is thrown out there. He does have a Molotov playing on the balcony, but a little bit of a third party is putting XE1 into a low amount of health. It's HVNB in the backline, puts pressure. Mafia Boy goes down. He's bleeding out. Guy Alzen is left on his own. DRS, they came into this fight 1v3, ripped apart, but Ming from Weibo Gaming, my god, the third party once again from Weibo is undeniably strong. But we move on up as Team Seeker going into Zeus. Okay, Team Seeker, I likey. I very much likey in towards the building of Los Leones. The next circle continues to shift up on towards the northeast with the edge of Los Leones and play those juicy buildings, including Dingoes, Valdez, Zeus, and Team Seeker. But Valdez, they're the ones that really have to move, and they've got nowhere to go.
Yeah, Valdez is in a very hard positioning, I think so, because he needs to eliminate lots of players in front of him. Meanwhile, 2E already gets more inside, and look at that from Dingoes as well. Oh, very low HP from Goddard. Almost got the knockout, but not yet from Pemburu, still trying to hunt, like his name, Pemburu, is hunting as well. And 6! Oh, really 6. He's still maintained to dodge the spray from Pemburu.
And to be fair, I noticed Valdez got a knock on the Team Seekers. That's kind of pretty good. It allows them a tiny bit of an entry point. And although Dingoes are kind of putting pressure on the Valdez, they're not really putting the right amount of pressure, as Zeus do get the better of Team Seeker in the end. Take care of them by now. 9 teams left, 30 players alive. Eagle Esports looking to hawk-eye their way into the latter parts of this game, as Valdez have done a great job of entering the western edge of this circle, but the wall could soon be hit for them. They're on 1 kill. They're still up as a full squad. You got Eagle Esports in play. You got Dingoes around there. You've got BTR as well on the other side, as well as also the players of Huya, if I'm not mistaken, and Zeus Gaming. So this is wild and crazy. Nice peak, but Concept gets knocked down. That's going to be a good start. Return fire quite nicely. Darty does get taken out 3v3 as Goddard looks to play. He has one in his name. He's looking for the one shot, one kill. The bullet shots with the head play coming on through, but he's going to get knocked. Valdez get taken out. Eagle Esports with a Molotov. For some reason, Martin manages to Molotov himself. I don't know what happened, but at the end of the day, Eagle Esports are going to come out on top of that one.
Yeah, it was a very insane push, I think. And look at that, from the southern area, there's Weebu is trying to push HV and B as well. Look at here, he knows, they know. They get the target already. BBZ, this is also one of the scary player from Weebu, as well like Ming. They only play with 3-man squad. And BTR still surviving over there. Oh my god, look at Weebu. Still got another kill point. And this is a very clever gameplay from BTR. They rotate. They don't want to get too nearby with the very crowded area. They also do the split as well. But look at here. ZUXXY will going to eliminate Frankie.
Like, they were coming into this game on 99 points in 5 games, just under 20 points a game, and they're already on 12 kills. Just get 12 kills already. They're already gonna hit. If they do come out on top of this one, they're going to hit over 20 points a game, I tell you that much. However, on the northern edge of the circle, Dingoes, I talked about how they haven't really been as pressurizing. Well, now's their time to pressure the teams around them. They've got Power 888. I thought it was actually, Huya was actually Power 888. Eagle Esports as well. And actually, sorry, it is just Eagle Esports and Zeus that are around them that they're going to have to gatekeep in the right way. Because that next circle, should it go south, all of these teams have to cross the road. And that's why I love the fact that Weibo did not go into Los Leones, right? It's so rare that the circle ends in Los Leones. They still been controlling, they still taking fights, but it's been at the comfort of the high ground. It's been comfort of the open area where they're able to move around and be in control of this game. But now as BTR, they've been somewhat safe, somewhat quiet. Now's their time to strike and move, but they're being put under pressure, kind of third party somewhat. For now, you hear the music. That means we're getting into the end stages of this game. Some might call it the end game. In game 1, day number 2, Eagle Esports are taken out of the game just like that. Dingoes, BTR, and Weibo Gaming are your final 3 in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be very disaster because Dingo's already running out from the compound and ZUXXY will directly hit them. 2 men down already, Iron Pro and 1 more last man standing. I don't really think that Dingo's will survive, but look at that. Dingo's is being sprayed from everywhere. There are also BTR from the right side, from the left side. There are also Weibo. It's going to be very hard. And oh my god, what a spray coming in from BBZ. And another counter shoot, but Iron Pro still survive over here. The last man standing from Dingo's and Liquid as well is going to have a run. Oh my god, no! From the backstab, Ming is really on fire.
So good from Weibo Gaming, taking 2 fights at once, but fair play to Pembaru and Iron Pro, but Pembaru is going to go down. Iron Pro is on his own. Can he be the pro in this game as he's going to look for the knock, but Weibo come in. They get the jump shot off. They get the jump shot off. They take this game 1 once again. A Chinese team come out on top, and they are your chicken dinner winner.